Hi, my name's Shannon. I'm the founder and CEO at Education and Migration Services Australia, and we're coming to you with some breaking news this morning regarding the Australian borders and people being able to re-enter, which is great news. So from the 1st of December 2021, fully vaccinated eligible visa holders can now travel to Australia without having to apply for a travel exemption. Okay, now eligible visa holders for this first round of entry from the 1st of December include refugee visa holders, temporary work visa holders, including working holiday visa, 485, 482, 457, including those temporary work visa holders, as well as international students. Now, this is great news. Now, you do have to be fully vaccinated to enter Australia, and the vaccines that they will accept are AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Moderna, Sinovac, Bharat, Sinopharm, and Johnson & Johnson. Now, if you are fully vaccinated and you hold one of those eligible visas that I just mentioned, you will be eligible to enter Australia without having to apply for a travel exemption. Now, each state and territory may have their own requirements around what you need to enter those states and whether quarantine or testing will be required. But for the general population and for Australia as a whole, you will be permitted to enter Australia from the 1st of December 2021 if you hold any of those eligible visas that I mentioned and you are fully vaccinated. So the visas, one more time: refugee visas, temporary work visas, including 457, 482, as well as working holiday visa makers, graduate work visa holders, 485 and 476, as well as international students. So this is great news. And if you want more information, please check out our blog, which we'll link below shortly. Have a great day, and we look forward to helping you in Australia.
We just have a question here. What will be like the next step for international students?
So the next step for international students would obviously be to reach out to obviously the state and the institution that you're studying at to find out what the requirements are in those states. So Queensland, for example, isn't open to the rest of Australia until the 17th of December, and they may have a longer quarantine period if international students want to come back. But if you are moving into one of the other states, let's say like Victoria and New South Wales, it's likely that you won't have to quarantine. So I think the first step is obviously you have to have your visa approved in order to be able to enter the country. You have to have proof of your vaccination status as well. So more information is available, and we'll put links to what you need to prove as part of that as well and what those requirements are. But like I said, most importantly, it's having the visa and being fully vaccinated, and then finding out what the requirements are of those states.
Someone is asking here, can you repeat please the vaccines approved?
Yep, the vaccines approved are AstraZeneca, Pfizer or BioNTech, Moderna, Sinovac, Bharat Biotech, Sinopharm, and Johnson & Johnson.
Cool. And the visas? The visas that are allowed now?
So the visas are all refugee visas, temporary work visas, so that includes 457, 482, working holiday visas. It does also include temporary business visas like 400 visas, temporary work activity 403 and 407 as well. We'll put a complete link in the blog of it. But then as well as that, international student visa holders, Guardian visas also, maritime crew as well are enabled there as well. Obviously, there's, I think, about probably 14 or 15 visas in there, but we'll put links to all of those different visas in the blog article, which we'll share with you shortly.
A lot of international students were waiting for this news, so that means that they now can proceed with with their plans to come here to
100%. And I would say the sooner you start with those processes, the better. The other thing you can still start as well, which the government has approved earlier, is if you start your study online, it means that you can maybe get through that trimester. So if, let's say, you've enrolled to study at a university that has a trimester that starts in December, you may not be able to get here for the start of that trimester. But if you start that study online in December, it means that you're already a month or two ahead. You apply for the visa, you show that you're a genuine student and that you're currently studying. It also might help you speed up that process towards getting to Australia, but then also finishing your qualification. Excellent. Well, again, just great news. The 1st of December 2021, fully vaccinated eligible visa holders can now travel to Australia without having to apply for a travel exemption. Like we said, state by state, there may be quarantine requirements. So it is important to check the blog and the information we bring to you, which will update as time goes on. But great news for things getting back to a sense of normality.